So good afternoon and welcome to our mindfulness class today. We're going to go through a guided meditation. We'll start with some grounding and then we'll do a breath meditation. We'll do a short mindfulness exercise and then a body scan meditation. And then we'll do mindfulness of thoughts. And if I've got time, I'll end with a poem. Okay, so as you just start to settle down in your chair, get into a position where you feel alert and yet relaxed. And you can use any of the four positions of mindfulness: laying, sitting, walking, or standing. And if at any point during the next 45 minutes you have the urge to move or you need to change position, then it's absolutely fine. I just ask that you move with mindfulness. So be aware of the sensations that are arising. Notice your reaction to those sensations. Maybe see if you can be with the discomfort for a second longer to allow that awareness to come up. But at any point, if you need to move or adjust position, you're welcome. And just do what feels good for you. So if anything I say is uncomfortable or doesn't feel right, then please feel free to do your own thing or ignore any of my instructions that don't serve you. Okay, so we will start with some grounding. So wherever you are, whatever position you found that is comfortable, you can let your eyes close or gently lower your gaze. And just start to feel into the pressure of the ground beneath you. Just becoming aware of the earth holding you. And that might be the floor underneath your feet, the chair underneath your bottom, your back. Just feel gravity pulling you down to earth. And then tune in to the fact that you are breathing. Notice the quality of your breath as you're arriving in this session. Maybe take a few slightly deeper breaths. And just feel that sense of settling, of letting go of whatever you've done in your day up until this point. Not thinking about what is to come after this session. Just really rooting yourself in the present moment. And allowing your breath, each breath coming anew. And then keeping your eyes closed, your eyelids closed, we're going to move your eyes over to the left. So your eyeballs rolling to the left corner. And then very slowly rolling back through the center to the right corner. Just very gently and smoothly letting your eyes move from left to right with your eyelids closed. You might just notice how that feels. Now letting your eyes relax in the center when they naturally pass back through the middle, and we'll look up and down. So let your eyes roll up and then roll down all the time, keeping the eyelids closed. And then letting your eyes rest in the center when they come back through the middle. Take your eyes to the upper left corner and to the lower right corner. Moving very gently and slowly, upper left to lower right. Notice your tendency to maybe speed up the pace. And then as you come back through the middle, we'll go upper right to lower left. Gently moving your eyes upper right corner to the lower left corner. And then letting your eyes settle back in the center. It might feel nice to go left to right again once or twice. And then just letting your eyes straight forward. Keep your eyes closed or a downward gaze. Notice your breath. And I'll share with you this quote from Jon Kabat-Zinn about mindfulness. Mindfulness is awareness, cultivated by paying attention in a sustained and particular way, on purpose in this present moment, and non-judgmentally. It is one of the many forms of meditation. If you think of meditation as a way in which we engage in one, systematically regulating our attention and energy, two, thereby influencing and possibly transforming the quality of our experience, and three, the service of realizing the full range of our humanity and of our relationship to others of the world. So we regulate our attention, possibly changing our experience to realize our own humanity and our relationship within the world. So that's kind of what we're going to be cultivating through these Mindfulness Monday sessions. And if you want to, you can alert yourself back into the room, or you can just keep your eyes closed. And we're going to move into our anchor meditation. I'm going to guide around attention on your breath. If you do need to move or wiggle, please do so. And then allow yourself to come into a position where you feel relaxed but alert. And if you can feel any obvious tightness or tension in your body, see if you can release it. Maybe filling your body with the half smile of kindness, allowing there to be an upturn at the corners of your mouth. And now bring your attention to the fact that your body is breathing. But it is always breathing quite naturally. Begin to notice where you feel your breath the easiest. Can you feel coolness in your nostrils? Maybe feeling it at the back of your throat. You might notice the sensations in the rise and fall of your chest or your tummy. Or maybe just feeling the sense of your whole body breathing. And wherever you feel it most comfortable, just let your kind attention rest there. If you feel it difficult to find a sensation of your breathing, you might find a hand placed on the chest or the tummy. It can help give you sensory input. And just feel the rise and fall with each breath. Now let yourself feel the next 3 in and out breaths. And as you feel each breath, let the mind be calm and let your body relax. And now take 3 more. And just continuing with a relaxed and calming attention on your breathing. Every time your attention wanders and you notice, just gently bring it back, just like training a puppy. You bring it back, no judgment, simply a kind return, telling your attention to sit and stay on the breath. Just staying with your breathing through these pauses, noticing your desire to open an eye, check I'm still here. See if you can just stay with your breath through the pause, knowing and trusting the connection is good. Just this breath. If it's helpful, you can perhaps start to notice the beginning, the middle, and the end of the in-breath, the rise, and then the beginning, the middle, and the end of the out-breath, or the fall. You might notice the pauses in between breaths. Maybe lengthen those a fraction if it feels beneficial. Trying to control your breath, just resting as you breathe, relaxing with your breathing, and just keeping that mindful awareness on each breath as it arises and passes away. Notice where your attention is. And if it's drifted, just gently bringing it back to the sensations of breathing. As you feel each breath, let the mind calm, let your body relax. fully here, awake and at ease. And then as we conclude this breath focused meditation, you can just let your awareness move away from the breath. Maybe notice the sounds in your environment for a moment. If you want to bring your awareness back into the room, you can do so. We're going to move on to a body scan relaxation meditation. So if you do want to change position, then you can do so now. Or if you want to take a stretch, move your body. And then again, when you're ready, just settle, become comfortable and close your eyes or lower your gaze. It just allows that attention to come inwards onto the internal sensations, blocking out the visual field. Helps us become more embodied, more in tuned to what's going on inside. And just take a couple of really long, deep breaths. And then when you're ready, just rest in the natural flow of your breath, not controlling it in any way. And feel your body and your mind settling. With a relaxed and open awareness, begin a gradual and thorough scan of your entire body. So we'll start with your attention at the top of your head. Without looking for anything in particular, just feel the sensations there at the top of your head. Let your attention move down, feeling the sensations on the back of your head, on either side of your head, through your ears. Notice the sensation through your forehead, eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, and your mouth. And as you scan through your body, try to connect directly with the sensations by feeling the body from within. In certain areas, you might feel numbness, or you might not notice any sensation at all. If that's the case, then just let your attention stay there for a moment. And you might find that as your attention deepens, you increase your awareness of sensations, or you might not. Either way, just allow it, no judgment. Thoughts may naturally arise. And just notice them passing through, like clouds in the sky. They arise in your awareness, they pass through your awareness. Gently return your attention to the sensations you're feeling in your body. And allow your intention to be to release all ideas and experiences. Feel your physical aliveness exactly as it is. Let your attention move to your neck, to your throat. Notice any sensations you might feel. Be aware of both shoulders, feeling them from the inside. Let your attention move slowly down your left arm and slowly down your right arm. Feeling sensations, aliveness in your arms. And now bring your full awareness to your hands. The position that they're in. Feel each finger from the inside out. Feel your palms and the backs of your hands. And just keeping your full attention in your hands. Notice what sensations are there. You might notice tingling, pulsing, vibrating. Let your attention come now to your chest. Notice any sensations in the whole area of your chest. And now your belly. The soft, receptive awareness. Take some moments to feel into your abdomen. Bring your attention to your upper back, your shoulder blades. Moving down, be aware of the mid and lower back and the whole of your spine. Let your awareness move down into your hips, your bottom, your pelvis. What are the actual sensations that are arising in these areas? Moving slowly down your left leg. Feeling from the inside out. Slowly down your right leg. Explore the sensations in your feet, in your toes. And now notice the places where your body touches the ground, the chair, the cushion. Feel directly into those sensations of pressure, contact. Maybe noticing temperature. And now open your attention to feel your whole body and becoming aware of your body as a field of changing sensations. Can you feel that energy that's running through your body? Circulation giving life to each cell, to each organ, keeping you alive. Just resting in that awareness of your whole body. And if a particular sensation does arise, bring a soft and allowing attention to it. Don't grip anything or push anything away. Just try to hold it softly, opening to the changing of these sensations. And if no particular sensations call your attention, then just remain open to feeling the energy in all of your body. If thoughts carry your attention away, gently note thinking, planning, remembering, and then bring your attention back. Connect back with your body again as soon as you notice. No judgment. It's perfectly normal for thoughts to arise. And just rest in this awareness of your living being, your human body, letting life live through you. Sensations showing you your aliveness. And just staying completely present and in your body as we pause for the next few moments. And then wherever your attention is, just gently notice if it's focused, if it's lost in thoughts. Take a nice deep breath and gently bring your awareness back into the room around you again. And look around the room, opening your eyes when you're ready. And then just reconnect with the screen as soon as you feel comfortable. And if there's any movements that you'd like to make, then just adjust yourself. If you want to change position. And we'll go through a short mindfulness exercise. And this is something that you can use day to day if you suffer with anxiety or panic attacks, or even just you get that floating sensation where you're just not attached, or you're lost in thought, or you're getting a repetitive thought. This is one technique to bring you into the present moment and to focus you on what is actually really here right now. And it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll start with 5. So we start with our eyes open, noticing 5 things in your environment. So what I'll do now is I'll go through them all and then we'll do a short practice on it afterwards. Okay, so 5 things in detail that you can see. 4 things you can feel. So that might be, touching. It might just be the feeling of your clothes on your skin without moving. Depending on how much movement you want to do, you might just sit and see how much you can feel without moving. And then move and touch if you want to get another sensation. 3 things you can hear in your environment. And it's often useful to close your eyes so that you can really pay attention to that auditory field. 2 things you can smell. And you might notice 2 things in the air, or again, you might move so that you can sniff something different than what's in your immediate surroundings. And then 1 thing you can taste, bringing your full attention to the mouth, to the lingering sensation of eating or drinking, or even the air around you. Okay, so we'll start with the 5. So just take a few moments, look around you, notice 5 things, and describe it in your mind. So rather than just seeing it, put words to it in your mind. A long white radiator with grey marks on it. Notice the patterns, not just the colours. Four things you can feel. And again, maybe you stay still to start with. I can feel the floor underneath my feet. The differing clothes upon my skin. The different sensation between the floor underneath my feet and the chair, the cushions I'm sitting against on the chair. And then if you want that more personal, that more detailed, a deeper experience, you can then, touch. Notice the roughness, the smoothness, the coolness, the warmth, solidity or flexibility, rough, smooth surfaces. 4 things you can feel. 3 things you can hear. Closing your eyes if you need to. And don't just hear a noise and wash to the next one. Name it in your mind. Listen to it for a few seconds. You hear a ticking clock. The wind blowing. Dull sound. I can hear my breathing. Two things you can smell. And it may not be a strong sensation. You might notice the coolness or the warmth. Damp, dry, pleasant or unpleasant smells. can sniff something you're wearing, or if you want to. And then moving on, the last one, the one thing you can taste. Move your tongue around your mouth. So this experience, this mindfulness technique, 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. It's something that you can go over and over again in your mind in a time of difficulty. So in the middle of the night, if you wake up and your mind is racing and you need to come back into the present moment, stop the spiraling thoughts, then you could go through it then. If you're out on a walk and again you're getting repetitive thoughts, you could go through it then. So it's just a really nice exercise that brings you into your environment, and it brings a sense of safety because we're really paying attention to the things that we're seeing in our environment, which helps our nervous system calm down. It helps the body settle. So try not to rush through it. Try and take your time on experiencing each of those 5 things. Okay, when you're ready, get into a comfortable position and we'll move on to our final meditation for today, which is going to be mindfulness of thoughts. So get yourself into a comfortable position. Laying, sitting, standing, walking. And just let your attention come inwards. So if it feels comfortable to you, I always think it feels best to close the eyes. Helps the attention come inwards. Allows the nervous system to relax because you're not looking for danger. And just get a sense of safety sitting wherever you are. Take a few slightly deeper breaths just to notice that you're breathing. Feel that settling with the exhale. Feeling the weight against the ground. If you notice that any tension has creeped into your body, just see if you can soften it with a breath, with a gentle movement. Softening from your head all the way down to your toes. And then just allow your breathing to be completely natural. Notice if you are trying to control your breath in any way, and just try to observe it without controlling it. Let your attention come back onto your breathing, just allowing your attention to anchor on the place where you find it easiest to feel your breath. Then try and stay with the same point. So pick a point, the nose, the throat, the belly, the chest, and just stay with the same one for this. Keeping that focused attention. And every time you notice your attention has wandered, just gently bring it back. Gently come back to the awareness of your breathing again. And now allow your awareness to open to any experiences that might occur. Noticing sensations. Just being aware of them with a non-judgmental attitude. Allowing whatever arises. If a sound calls your attention, just become aware of hearing. And if an emotion becomes strong, just try to notice it with kindness. Pushing it away, pulling it forward. Just having a gentle awareness of it with no judgment. And as we allow thoughts to become part of our meditation experience, when you realize you've been thinking, instead of feeling frustrated or discouraged, just appreciate that awareness that you have realized that you've been thinking. And as soon as you become aware, you're back in the present again. As soon as that happens, bring your attention back to your breathing, to the fact that you're sitting here. Each time you notice your mind has wandered, you're strengthening your ability to be in the present. You're developing that awareness, that relationship with your mind. Kind to yourself. And know that it's perfectly normal for the mind to wander. When thoughts do arise, it can be helpful to name them gently in a non-judging tone. Just notice planning, remembering, thinking, worrying, wanting. Just label a name to it. Don't get lost in the content. Try not to overthink. And then come back to your present moment experience in your anchor of body and breath. Every time you come back, noticing that moment of awareness. I'll share with you a poem now by Rumi called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. And as we finish up our session today, as soon as you feel ready, you can allow your awareness to gently come back into the room, maybe keeping your eyes closed to start with. Hearing, noticing the environment around you. Opening your eyes and just connecting with the space that you're in. Moving a little bit if you need to, stretching, shrugging. And that is the end of our session today. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll be back next week for Mindfulness Mondays at 12:30. So thank you for joining me. Have a lovely week.